This is John Wallow, Harlem Baseball Hitting Academy here in New York City. We're going to take a look at a hitter I really don't do a lot of um, dictatorials on. Not because he's having a bad time and hopefully he can get it together in 2021, but because I'm just not a fan of hitters who hit like this, who hit one style. It's power. It's all or nothing, and I like guys who kind of can hit the ball to all parts of the field and who are very athletic hitters. But we're going to take a look at Chris Davis of the Baltimore Orioles, and we're going to take a look at how he gets into the baseball and what works and what doesn't work. Now, as you can see, his hands are up, elbows are up, and he's very much straight up. Now, I like to have my hitters with a bend, more athletic. As you can see, he's very flat-footed. And this causes a problem because it doesn't allow the hips to come through and really get to the baseball. And we're going to see why he's probably not going to hit this ball. As you can see, pitch is going to come, and he goes back to his load, and he goes back a little bit more, and he drops his hands. Now remember, he was up here, but now he's down there. Now he's bended a little bit, and let's watch him get. And you see, he hasn't really cleared the hips, and he's all the way down here. Look how he was up here, and now he's dropped all the way down. He's got that lower C thing happening right here. His, as you can see, the elbow is really not tucked in to a good L position, or I call a good connection to the body. And watch the next move right here. And the ball's right on top of him pretty much. And he's trying to get there, and the ball's on top of the plate. And his bat is way back here. So he's not going to get in, and he's not going to be able to get to this baseball. Also, back foot is really not turning well. And you can see this whole motion here. It's just the whole balance is just bad. But his head's from the baseball. Now, I say it's bad because it's not what I'm used to or what I teach. But if it's successful for hitters, that's fine too, because not everybody hits like a Ichiro, who was all over the place. Or it was a couple of hitters who, Willie McGee is another hitter who was a wonderful hitter. I think a career 300 hitter or close to that. And he was, somebody you would not teach that type of style to. But that doesn't mean it's not a good style. It just means it worked for him. And we get right here, and you see how the lady is on the baseball. He doesn't get to the ball, and you can see he's fouling the ball off, and this is still not cleared. The elbow's up here. I'm sorry, the navel's up here as opposed to pointing really towards the pitcher, and he's all the way down. So, as you can see, let's start with his where he starts from at the beginning once again. He's starting way up here. Now, what I want to do here is really get to what's he doing right and what's he doing wrong. Now, he's not doing a whole lot of things right, in my opinion, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't work for him, or it can't work for other hitters. So, what I want to really emphasize is proper balance and how to get to the baseball a little quicker, and with more precision. Now, as you can see, once again, he's about 6'4", and he is as stiff as as can be. Hands are up here, elbow is high. As you can see, the elbow is actually above his shoulder, which, if you have to correct it and it doesn't go in correctly, it gives you this type of swing, which is a round swing, which he totally has. And some people might call it a launch swing, or uppercut swing. And he's going to go back and watch his lower half. Remember, hitting is coming from the lower half. It doesn't, not from the upper. It's like a building. No one builds a body. No one builds a building from the top. You start from the bottom. The bottom is going to be what's going to sustain the building. The bottom is going to be what's going to hold the building, hold the weight, hold the added pressure that comes through with the building with weather. And here we're watching his lower half, and you can see back here he's got an open stance, which would make me think that the back hip would be over here a little bit more, a little bit open, but it's actually closed. And that's the problem with him always being late to the baseball. He's got so many deficiencies in his approach. Right here, now watch him go down, which is fine. He's going down, and he goes way down. It's down more, and he's down more. And the head, remember, you don't want to hit with your head going up and down. You kind of want to hit with your head just going straight through the baseball. So he goes back, and the bat disappears. Look how the bat has disappeared behind his body. So he's got to make up this speed. He's got to make up the timing. He's got to make up all this time to get to this baseball. And he's never going to get to it. As you can see, everything's back here. His shoulder's tucked pretty good, so he's not going to fly open, which is probably why he's got his back foot possibly hooked up or linked up that way, so he doesn't fly open on his front side. So he makes the extension towards the baseball, and he rotates. He's rotating on the backside. He's rotating his butt, and he's trying to get the lever, but it's still closed because he was so far behind before in his setup. So he's never really in good hitting position. Right here, he's still rotating, and now he went from 6 feet 4 to he's down here probably like the 5 feet 10, and the bat's still on the shoulder. He's rotated, but the backside hasn't moved to get ready to explode through the baseball, and that's why the ball's going to get on him right on top of the plate, and he's going to be able to foul the ball off because he's never going to get to the hitting spot, which should be out in front. His bat should be right about here, right about now, not back there. He hasn't even started his swing towards the baseball. And let's watch the ball just get right on top of him. Right here, right here, right here. And he's got the elbow not really tucked in. Solid elbow position's kind of disconnected. And it's just, front leg is kind of, I don't know what it's doing here. It's not really nice stiffed. But he's got to get a 50-50 balance, and he's never going to be able to get it. As you can see his front hip right here and his back hip, how this is up and this is down. So that just lets you know that the swing's got to go up. It's called physics. His next motion, and the ball's right on top of the plate. See right here? It's right on top of the plate, and he's never going to be able to get. And so the ball's right on the plate, so he's never going to be able to get to this pitch ever. And as you can see, the pitch is actually underneath his elbow already. And because he's got so much bad movement and so many things that's incorrect, and he's trying to correct it while in the swing, that he's never going to be able to catch up to this baseball. So right now, he's got 6 inches to hit this ball, and it's not enough time, which he should have been hitting. This ball should have been hit right about here, and he's hitting it back here. Head's down, strapping his back shoulder, and he's just never going to get to this baseball, as you can see right here. And the ball is actually behind him. This swing is so slow that if you can see right here, his bat is behind the plate. The ball is already pretty much 3/4 on the plate. So he's never going to be able to, and if he hits it, it's going to be a foul ball. And point of contact never gets there, as you can see. Look how far back he's on the ball right here. Back foot's never turned. He's up on this side, down on this side. So therefore, you can see the bat's going down, and the bat should be square to the baseball. So, you're hoping that things work out for Chris Davis, and some things can change, but it's going to be hard because he's got so many things that work against him with this swing and with his setup, and also with him really bringing his hands and body and making it work together. But let's hope, that he can fix it. This is Yomo Wild, the Harlem Baseball Hitting Academy, and I hope you've enjoyed this analyzation of Chris Davis of the Baltimore Orioles.